Diane and I talked about the concept of rejoicing in preparation for this stewardship moment, and she pulled together a list of Bible passages relating to rejoice for us to review when we're talking it through. And we found that rejoicing seems to be a commandment. The Bible, amongst other references to joy, says, "Rejoice always, rejoice in the Lord always, be joyful always, rejoice in the hope of the glory of God. Let the righteous rejoice in the Lord." These phrases are directives. Diane observed that rejoicing also works like love, in addition to being a command, which is also a commandment. They're both commandments. We're commanded to love, and when we love, it comes back to us magnified. It flows out, then comes back around to the beginning, like a circle. We're commanded to rejoice, and when we do that as an action, it also comes back around as a feeling rather than as something that we're choosing to do. And these things are also like tithing. When we give, as we're called to give, out of all that's been given to us, He provides and protects us in ways that we never expect. They're all circles, cycles of trust and confirmation, of sowing and reaping. The Job passage we read today focuses on that reaping. 42:10 said, "And the Lord restored the fortunes of Job when he had prayed for his friends. And the Lord gave Job twice as much as he had before." So Job's trust was rewarded. The passage doesn't tell us over what time period that took place, so it may not always be fast. It reads fast there, but who knows how long it actually took. Diane and I have passed through a Job-like season. Over the course of a few years, we lost marriages, homes, closeness to our children, relative financial prosperity. Diane has suffered broken bones and illness and pain. And we also suffered at the hands of our Christian brothers and sisters. But through that season of stripping away, we knew who our God was, and we rejoiced. And He began over time that restoration, which is summed up in that short Job chapter, the short Job verse. For us, coming to Newburyport was the beginning of that restoration Job describes. Here we live like college students in a small apartment on a very limited income. But we feel happier and safer and more loved and more fully who we were created to be than we ever have. And we continue to rejoice. St. Paul's has played a significant role in that rejoicing and in that restoration. After the trials we experienced, we discovered a church that seems to truly live out the greatest commandments. And we've found here acceptance. We've been drawn into a variety of activities. We've been supported at times of crisis by the clergy and the laity alike. We've seen the miraculous outcomes of your prayers, and we thank you for your prayers. We believe that St. Paul's is truly acting as the hands and the face and the feet of Christ. The final words of today's Old Testament passage read, "And Job died old and full of days." We hope to live out the rest of our days here among you. And we hope that it will be here, this church, in another 100 years for people like us who look forward to coming here in and out of the week. And we thank you for playing your part in this picture and for loving, for rejoicing, and for tithing so that the cycles can continue.